You had an 11-year-old nephew who was killed in a school shooting?
Yeah, in 1994. So I'm literally in my last law school class. It was April 12th. I got pulled out and learned that I had two identical twin nephews, Jeremy and Josh. And that morning in Butte, Montana, a 10-year-old had brought a gun to school. He had been bullied. He had been, ostracized in part because of his parents. And he brought a gun, and the kids were lined up to get into class that morning. And he pulled out his gun and unattendedly ended up shooting Jeremy. At the time, it was the youngest schoolyard shooting in our country's history. Now, if a 10-year-old shot and killed an 11-year-old, it probably wouldn't even make national news.
You don't talk about this that much.
The times that I've talked much about, I said that there were two victims that day. Jeremy, my nephew, but also this 10-year-old, when he was asked, he said, "No one loves me." So it's changed the way I think about how every child ought to have an opportunity so that they don't grow up to that point at 10 or in their 20s and feel ostracized and left out. It's changed how I think about public safety.
I mean, there have been 3 mass shootings in the space of a week. All of us as Americans are shocked when a week like this happens. But for your family, how does your family process a week like this?
I would never want to say I understand what any family's going through, because every family deals with it in different ways. The trauma isn't just for families, the trauma is for communities. Some people say thoughts and prayers, and then we seem to just want to move on to the next one. If we don't keep trying to make sure that someday there won't be a family that deals with either what our family dealt with, or that a family in Ohio or a family in El Paso has dealt with, well, then we're not just failing today, we're failing tomorrow.